Welcome back to the Realm Report. It's been a pretty eventful January as we kicked off the Grand Prix series. I'll touch more on that in a bit, but first we need to do some housekeeping with a word from our sponsor. Do you enjoy decorating your base? Do you enjoy decorating your base with the finest quality artwork in the old world? Well, you're in luck. The Gallery is offering just that at very affordable pricing. At the Gallery, you'll find many notable works of art, paintings like Bust, Match, and Graham. And for a limited time only, Peculiar will deduct 50 gems off your next purchase.
Offer only valid on paintings exceeding 600,000 gems.
Now don't worry if you're someone with a notoriously messy inventory, because Peculiar will personally deliver your new painting so that there's less risk of you misplacing it.
Offer only valid on paintings exceeding 600,000 gems.
Still not convinced? Just ask Black Lightning, who loves his painting so much that he features it on his mailbox at the exchange. So be sure to head over to the Gallery. You'll be glad you did. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into the topics. To kick off 2023, a group of us got together for a little New Year's Eve mining competition. There had been some talk about potentially doing some sort of stream for New Year's, but we weren't quite sure what that was going to be. When I became aware that it would be a mining competition and that Princess would be running it, it obviously raised a few red flags. As many of you know, Princess has a history of doing whatever it takes to gain a competitive edge. In the past, she's made it quite clear that she only cares about winning and doesn't mind sacrificing friendships along the way. In fact, just last month, she blatantly stole what would have been Lynn's 20th dirt block by spamming the Discord in the closing moments of the month. Knowing how she operates, on the morning of the competition, I headed into the community mining area and set up some cameras to monitor her actions. Initially, my plan was to share the footage with everyone participating beforehand so that we could decide if it was even worth our time. But as we were heading into the mines, Princess was killed in a really stupid way, and reviewing the footage completely slipped my mind. But since I did take the time to capture it, I figured I might as well share it with you now. So here we have Princess arriving at the mining area on the morning of the competition, despite claiming that she hadn't been there all day. Then we see her making her way down the center hallway. She appears to be counting the tunnels, most likely to assure she takes us to the correct one. By this point, she's cleared out a section of the tunnel. I'd just like the record to show that this is the same area she'd be mining in later on. There seems to be a bit of paranoia as she's looking around to see if anyone is coming. To me, that's a pretty obvious sign that she's up to no good. Here it looks like she's taking something out of her ender chest. It's a shulker of some sort, but it's difficult to tell what's inside. Let me see if I can get a better angle on that. So that looks to me like emerald ore. And I guess we'll see what she does with... Yep, she's lining the tunnel with it. She's lining the tunnel with the emerald ore, and now she's covering it back up. Now she's filling the area back up with stone to make it seem like no one has been there before. And yeah, now she's heading back out. At this point, I don't think this is necessarily a shocking revelation to anyone, and regardless of the corruption, I did have fun when the mining competition was held later that night. So, here are some highlights.
Can't believe we're all gonna follow her
to our deaths.
What?
Oh, stop.
Oh my gosh. Zulu did not die.
So wait, why are we coming to a spot that's already been like fully mined?
It hasn't been fully mined.
I don't know that I believe you.
This looks pretty mined.
Yep, this area, yes. You're welcome to go down a tunnel that's already been dug. Do whatever the heck you want.
See, she's already trying to get us
Really?
See?
White.
Yeah.
Somebody have my bow?
Is it not in that box?
No.
Oh, another one down.
Oh god.
And none of us even thought about jumping in to help you either. That's the funny part.
That was too far away.
But there wasn't enough time. She just ran up there and said, "Kill me."
It happened so fast. I didn't even
probably could have saved her.
see it.
Just kind of chose not to.
3, 2, 1.
Happy
Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
You can strip mine or you can cave mine. You don't necessarily have to go in a straight line. Go up, you can go down wherever the heck you want. It's totally on you.
I've got about 6 stacks of redstone, so I've decided that for the next 20 minutes or so. Redstone is now part of the currency.
We are not doing this again.
Are we still doing the redstone as money thing?
No.
Oh, poo, because I'm doing really well. Why is that? That's not fair.
Well, it depends how much you have compared to how much I have.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think I'm probably like dead last, if anything.
No, I'm last.
No, that's
For
me.
sure.
No.
No, I know.
No.
Throw your box down. Let me see. She cheated.
They're saying that I won one.
Yeah, we gave you one for dying right off the bat. I feel sorry for you.
Oh, no.
Happy New Year.
Okay.
Lava?
Put the spinner right
I'm
here.
I'm getting killed right now.
Oh, don't die.
Hey, leave. Take your
I needed help.
cords. Black, whose side are you on here?
I'm on my side.
The
You're
winning side.
fraternizing with the enemy.
I think we're all on our own sides when it comes to this.
Yeah, I pulled a princess. I just mined straight just to see if she was cheating a while ago or not, to see how well we do.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't really have to check that. We kind of already know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I think I got 1670.
Ooh.
I think it's
Yes, I
safe to
got it
say I
counted
won
right.
this whole freaking ordeal. Thank you very much.
Princess has held a few of these already, and I'm sure she'll be doing it again, so keep an eye on the Discord to find out when those come up. And if you can ignore the fact that she's going to cheat her way to victory, it's a pretty fun way to mine for gems. All month long, several oldies have been working over in Blackburn Village as part of the Old World's New Vision sponsorship program. The purpose of this program is to help house homeless villagers who were displaced through some incident I can't recall right now. As the competition is still currently wrapping up, I don't have a winner to announce at this time, but be sure to head over there for a look at what everyone has built, as voting for the competition will begin in the next few days. This month we held the first in a series of group builds with the purpose of designing iceboat racetracks around the old world. As I mentioned last month, our goal with the Grand Prix series is to hold 6 races in each of the core communities by the end of 2023. This means that several ice tracks that don't currently exist will need to be built for these events. While the island racetrack was already well underway, I made the decision following the Dome Grand Prix to scrap it for a more consolidated design. Surprisingly, we managed to complete the track in the course of a single group build, which put us way ahead of schedule. So thanks to everyone who came out to assist with getting that done. These group builds are a good way to get to know some of the people on the server, as we'll typically be in voice chat while we're working. So keep an eye out for future ones if you'd like to get involved. So after a few months at sea, Upton docked his ship in a remote part of the old world. Having previously served as mayor for both the Dome and the capital, he was searching for a good location to start over and live a more peaceful Minecraft life. Following his last appearance, I received several messages asking about what his future with the Realm Report would be, so I figured this would be a good opportunity to check in with Upton and see how he's enjoying his quieter, simpler Minecraft life. Resculin recently partnered with Greens Games to bring you Greens Games with Lynn. As many of you are aware, Fridays are typically reserved for our game nights. This is a night where we'll usually play other games outside of Minecraft, although we occasionally try out different Minecraft maps as well. On the 27th, we decided to keep things in the old world and took a group tour to some of the games located throughout the different communities. This is a great way to see other parts of the old world that you may be less familiar with, and something we plan to do again in addition to the usual game night games. On January 15th, we held the first race in the Grand Prix series. We once again gathered at the Circuit of Mario Dome Champs for the Dome Grand Prix 2023. Following last year's race, Peculiar went ahead and redesigned the track to include a few obstacles and surprises. There were some issues early on in the event, one in particular where a horse got into Chozo's boat, forcing him out of it and costing him the race. Ultimately, he managed to climb back up from the lower bracket and defeat BMX to claim the first place spot for the second year in a row. BMX took second, and Peculiar came in third. To prevent another incident like this for future races, we'll only be allowing the use of chest boats moving forward. Overall, it was a good start to the Grand Prix series with some takeaways for future race events, and I hope to see some new racers at the next one when we hold it in March. Also, just a reminder for anyone who may be interested, the Circuit of Mario Dome Champs is always welcoming more Mario Brothers inspired pixel art. If you're not sure how to get there, the racetrack is easily accessible from the Dome Nether Hub, but if you prefer to fly, you'll know you've arrived when you see the giant headless Mario statue. To close out the month, we held the Willow Classic 6 at the Coliseum on the island. For this one, participants were equipped with wooden swords enchanted with knockback. They were placed into a ring of ice that was surrounded by magma blocks and cactus. Peculiar ended up taking first place in this event, having defeated Princess twice in a row in the final 2 rounds. This marks his first victory in a Willow Classic, having previously lost the first 2 events to Yam Yam. Princess, who won both the Willow Classic 3 and 4, took second this time around, while Mama claimed her third place trophy in a Willow Classic event. Newcomer Professor Panda, no relation to Greenhound, managed to claim 4th place in his first event appearance. Because Willow has continually reinvented this event by giving each one its own unique theme, I'm sure she'd appreciate any ideas or suggestions anyone may have for future Willow Classics. Once again, thanks to Willow for taking the time to set up the event. Next month, we'll be holding Snowman's Leaf Spleef 2. If you weren't around for this last year, this is a Spleef variant where participants use snowballs to activate drip leafs below their opponents and make them fall to their death. One of the biggest problems we had with this last year was simply getting everyone to the event. Since then, Peculiar has built a tunnel that will take you directly from the Aquarius to the Fishbowl. Should you arrive early, there's a parkour course located at the Fishbowl to mess around with while you wait. And with that said, Snowman's Leaf Spleef 2 will be held on February 26th. And that wraps things up for this edition of the Realm Report. See you on the server.
Dang.
Oh.
Vengeance is
And there's the
merciless.
heart.
You're at half a heart.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was so close.
Oh.